guys, it's Robin with Healthy Keto 2.0. Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious comfort dinner. I love to make this on nights that are cold. I make it in the summertime. It's zoodles with my own homemade marinated artichoke hearts and sun-dried tomatoes. It's very simple, and I hope you will be inspired to start eating zoodles instead of pasta, because pasta, you know, has too many carbs for us. So let's get going on the ingredients. The ingredients for the artichoke hearts portion of this dish are as follows. We've got a can of whole artichoke hearts in water. I get these from Trader Joe's. You'll want to drain them and then cut them up into quarters. Next ingredient here is sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil and Italian herbs. I do like to buy organic whenever possible. If you guys know of an organic sun-dried tomatoes in olive oil, please let me know. I take about 3 of the sun-dried tomatoes and I just chop them up really small. That way, you know, less carbs. Sun-dried tomatoes are a little on the higher side with carbs, so just use about 3 and chop them up. We use a 1/4 cup of fresh lemon juice, so that is about the equivalent of 1 lemon. Just put it in your juicer, and there's your 1/4 cup. It calls for 2 cloves of garlic. I like to just thinly slice them, but you can do it however you prefer to have garlic in your dishes. You can mince it, you can grate it, you can chop it. I just thinly slice it. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of organic extra virgin olive oil, some salt and pepper, and then for the seasoning, I like to use this seasoning from Trader Joe's. It's called Italian style Sofrito seasoning blend. I like this because it gives it a nice little kick. There's some crushed red peppers, crushed chili peppers, but if you don't have this, you can always use a plain old Italian seasoning. That will work fine too. So this has the Italian seasonings plus that little kick with the dried red peppers. So that's for the artichoke hearts portion. And then over here, we're going to have 2 zucchinis and top it off with some yummy Burrata mozzarella cheese. And here is my spiralizer. So I like to use this small one. It fits under the cabinet very easily. I know they do have great big spiralizers that might be easier to use, but I think this one is fine with me. Now we're going to assemble the marinated artichoke hearts. We start by putting in the olive oil. I'm going to use 2 tablespoons, and you could also use avocado oil if you did not want to use olive oil. So we've got 2 tablespoons of that. Going to put in the lemon juice. Going to put in the garlic. And the sun-dried tomatoes. Oh, this smells so good. I can already just smell all these flavors coming together. Going to put in I'm going to start off with 1 teaspoon of this seasoning blend, because as I said, there is a kick to it, and a little bit goes a long way. So we'll do just like 1 good size teaspoon. And we're going to add a little salt. I love this salt shaker. Has a little light on it. You can see what you're doing. All right. And I'm just going to give this a little stir. Get everything combined. Oh, it smells so good. The fresh lemon juice, it just adds such nice acidity to this blend. Okay, I think everything is mixed pretty well. Now I'm just going to add the artichoke hearts. And give that a little stir. Make sure all the seasoning gets in there. All right. Look at those pretty colors. And you can use these to add to so many dishes. Like you could make a double batch, keep it in your fridge. It'll last for at least a week. And you can put it on top of pizzas. You can just eat it as a side dish. You can put it on top of salads. It's just something really delicious to snack on. All right, so I think that is good. Then what we're going to do is I'm just going to put a cover on it and put it in the fridge and let it sit in the fridge, let all the flavors marinate for about an hour or so. Yeah, about an hour is good. And then we'll pull it out and finish up the rest of the meal. So to make the zoodles, I start off with 2 green zucchinis, but you can also use yellow zucchinis, or you can use a combination of the two. That's fun. It adds a little more visual funness to the dish. So what I like to do is just cut off see how there's a skinny part and then there's a little fatter part? I just cut off the end of the fatter part here because I'm gonna put that part right into the spiralizer. So I do that on both of them. And as I mentioned before, I use this little spiralizer. It's just pretty easy to use and it gives you a good workout on your arm too. So I'm just going to take my zucchini. There are 2 sides to this. One will turn out skinnier spirals and the other will turn out a little bit fatter. So for this dish, I like to do a little bit fatter. So you just gotta kind of look at the teeth and figure out which ones look bigger. Okay, so this is the bigger side. So we just put it in and hold this firmly and just start turning it, and there it comes. Look at those zoodles. So much healthier for you than wheat pasta or any of the other pastas. They have so many carbs in them, and this is just another way to get your good green veggies. All right. So we'll finish up this one and then we'll move on and I'll spiralize the second one. And guys, if you like this video and you like my ideas, please hit the like button and the subscribe button. This is the last zucchini, and see all those spirals that it made? Look at all that yummy pasta. All right, now when you're done and you go to pull it out, you get a little bonus fun surprise. Look at how it comes out. It's like Squidward from SpongeBob or Pinocchio. Oh, cooking can be fun, right? Okay, now we're going to take this over to the stove and do the next part of the meal. A little tip that I have for you guys, these zoodles can be really, really long. So what I like to do sometimes is take a pair of kitchen scissors and just go in and give them a little bit of a haircut. It just helps. I mean, you can use your fork and knife at the dinner table too, of course, but you know, just a little cut here and there. I start off by putting some, I use ghee in my pan. You could use more olive oil, you could use butter, whatever you like. And oh, I'm trying to keep the heat down. I put some more garlic in there because fresh garlic is the best, right, on everything. So it's starting to turn brown, so that is enough. Okay, now I'm going to put the zoodles right into the pan with the garlic and the oil, or the ghee rather. I use ghee. Put that in. Just give it a nice stir around. Just softens it a little. Some people eat zoodles raw, but I like them a little softened. Especially for dinner. I always want something warm for dinner. All right. You can put in a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Okay. Give it another stir. I'm going to crank the heat up a little bit now because the garlic is kind of mixed around in there, so it shouldn't get burnt at this point. Okay. And I pulled the marinating artichoke hearts out of the refrigerator. Don't those look delicious? With the sun-dried tomatoes. All right, and I'm just going to put these right in here. Oh, I wish you guys could smell my kitchen with the garlic and the sun-dried tomatoes. It just smells so yummy. Nice bright green vegetables. This is a dish that's really good all year long. I mean, we have zucchini here all year long. I think you can find it in the market anywhere, even during the winter, in all parts of the country. All right, I'm just gonna let that heat up a little bit, and then it will be dinner time. I like to top my zoodles with burrata cheese. There's just something really fun about burrata cheese. It's fun to say, and it's just so ooey gooey, and it's such a surprise. When you open it up, there's all this liquid, and they're just in these two humongous balls of mozzarella, and they're just so gooey inside. So when I'm ready to plate my dish, I'm just going to pick it apart and put it in there. I'm going to take the burrata cheese and just sprinkle a little bit on top. It's melty and ooey and gooey, and it just adds a little saltiness to the dish. Guys, this is so delicious. The cheese is salty. The zucchini is so fresh, and it's got that nice little heat to it from the Sofritas seasoning blend. This whole bowl has about 8 to 10 net grams of carbs, and if you'd like, you could put some shrimp in it. Sometimes I put shrimp in it, and sometimes I just like to eat it just like this. If you want to see more ideas from my kitchen, please subscribe to my channel and join me on this journey of Healthy Keto 2.0. Thanks, bye.